Good evening, it's Jeff and Wilma here at Budrum, and this evening we're going to do a taste test of this cherry tomato Galangal jam that we just made this afternoon. And I had this in the refrigerator to see how it would set, and it set absolutely beautiful. And I've toasted up my last bit of artisan bread, so I've got to make some more tomorrow. I'm going to have it, and this is the finished results here. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you how we make this, how we made this jam. So for this jam, I'm just cutting up these beautiful yellow cherry tomatoes I harvested. These beautiful acid-free yellow cherry tomatoes. So the real small ones I'm cutting them in half, and the bigger ones I'm cutting them in quarters. And you can see over to the right, over to beyond here, you can see all these ones here that I've harvested. Quite a few that are size, and it won't be long and they'll turn yellow. There's a whole heap more over there. So what I'm looking for is a kilo. Looking for a kilo of fruit. Right, so I've got a good kilo of my cherry tomatoes chopped up. And I've got here a saucepan with 1 cup of water. And I've got 6 chunks of lemongrass that's been bruised. They're out of the freezer. Just going to pop them in. And I've got some galangal that's been cut up thin. What would that be? About a 2.5 inch chunk of galangal that's been cut up, and it's got a beautiful aroma. So I'm just going to add that to the water and bring it to the boil. I'm just going to let it boil with the lid on for about maybe 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm just measuring out how much fruit we've got here. This is our fourth cup, so we've got and a little bit left over, so we've got 4 good coffee cups of fruit. So what I'm going to put is 2/3 of a cup of raw sugar for every cup of fruit. So we're just taking the juice and the zest off one lime. So this lime came from next door. So they're really fortunate that they've got some beautiful limes growing there, and we're allowed to have some, especially the ones that hang over the fence. Got to be different. But the only way you can find out if these things taste any good is to try them out. Just getting this beautiful juice out. Right, so while this is still cooking, the simmering, I've just turned the heat on. Okay, so our alarm went off. What I'm going to do is put this one on the bigger hot plate, and it's sort of been simmering nicely, just come to the boil actually. What I'm going to do is just drain the liquid into there, and discard that, which seems to be a shame, but anyway. I'm just going to bring this to the boil and let it simmer for about 30 minutes, and with the lid off, and just reduce some of that water out of it. Right, so it's been simmering for a good 30 minutes with the lid off. So I've got my 2 2/3 cups of raw sugar here. Just going to add that. And
oh, it smells yummy.
Yeah. And just bring it back to a simmer and let it cook. Just reduce it for another 30 minutes and just see what happens. I've got some jam setter here, which is pectin, and I'm going to maybe use that to help it to set. So it's been about 35 minutes since it's been simmering, and looking more like jam now, so I'll give it another 30 minutes and reduce it down a bit more, and see what it's like then, and maybe add the jam setter. Okay, so we go about another 30 minutes and it's still quite liquid. So what I've got here is half a packet of jam setter, and what I'm going to do is bring it to a good simmer. Add the half packet of jam setter and stir it while I'm adding it. So I'm going to bring it to a good hard boil for 5 minutes. Set my timer again.
How long do you have to cook that for?
5 minutes. Give it a 5-minute hard boil.
Right, there it starts. Okay, we'll come back in 5 minutes.
Rightio. Okay. Righto, the time has gone off. And look at that, beautiful hard boil. Just going to turn it off. I'll turn that off. And what I'll do is I'll put some in a saucer and put it in the freezer and see what it looks like when it cools down. Now this is our last bit of artisan bread. I'm going to have a taste test of this jam. Whack it in the toaster. We haven't had a taste. We had a little taste off the spoon, but we haven't tasted it off the from a piece of jam. Now let me taste of it. I'll see what it tastes like. That's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, you have a taste, Wilma. See what you think.
It's really lovely.
Sorry about the crunchy sound. Anyway, that's
very
really nice. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Okay, bye.